7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
ISPW Weekly is going live. Are you ready?
Previously on ISPW Weekly.
I made sure tonight that the new reality understands that they need Toto with Tom more than they think. And sent to slaughter, they didn't need me tonight. Sent to slaughter, put them to slaughter, and came away with the W.
You took that bullet from me. You took the bell shot to the head when you didn't have to. You could have just let me eat it.
I can't even have catering at ISPW. And that stupid barbarian Yosifer, now he has that high enchanted priestess with him, and she's putting my face in cake. I need another promotion.
Total with Tom sucks.
Wait. What was that? What did I just see on screen? Esmeralda, what that package that we just did? What was that at the very end? I didn't approve of that. This is not a way to start off the new year here at ISPW Weekly, episode 72. What was that? Hold on.
Total with Tom sucks.
What?
Total with Tom sucks. Total with Tom sucks.
Who is she? She's beautiful. Anyway, welcome to ISPW Weekly. It's episode 72. We're here in 2026. We were off for 2 weeks, which was a long time for us. And the only other time I remember us being off that long was when that idiot Jumping Jay left the show back in July of 2025. But anyway, enough of that. Hey, we had a fantastic weekend. The Saturday after Christmas at the Parsippany PAL, an amazing event for ISPW. We had over 500 people in attendance. It seemed that every 5 minutes they were adding rows of chairs. It was a fantastic crowd, and you saw in the clip, the package in the beginning, you saw the amazing steel cage match, the conclusion of it, where Alex Ryman dove off the top of the steel cage with an elbow to the previous ISPW heavyweight champion, Justin Carino. You also saw on there myself, Toto with Tom, showing you that Sent to Slaughter did their job. They defeated the new reality. Now, it was a wonderful evening until I got home later that night. And I'm sure most of you now know what I'm going to be talking about in regards to the new reality. I got this message from the general manager of ISPW. First of all, I mean, look at this crumb bum. That's the guy he's the GM. Look at that face, the GM of ISPW. He's the one who's calling the shots here, right? And apparently, he made a match. And I'm going to show you what the text said to me. Good evening, Tom. He doesn't even properly announce, that I'm Toto with Tom. Good evening. In light of your recent events and your interference benefiting Sent to Slaughter, the new reality will now be competing for the ISPW Tag Team Championships against the Shot Callers this Friday. So I wasn't too happy about that. And I've gotten over it because that was Saturday. And we might as well let you all know of what the card looks like for this Friday night, which is in Delanco, New Jersey. It's at the Walnut Street Middle School. The main event will be the new ISPW heavyweight champion, Rey Calitri, taking on a very formidable opponent in Vargas, the Dominican Destroyer. And underneath that, you see the shot callers, the ISPW tag team champions. They'll now be facing the new reality, Eric Corvus and Rick Recon. Obviously, I don't think they deserve a tag team title, especially when they did not defeat Sent to Slaughter. But the GM made the decision to have that match this Friday. And you can get tickets and watch all the matches at the website, www.ispwwrestling.com. There's a lot going on social media-wise with ISPW. We have our TikTok channel is up and running. So you can go to TikTok and watch all the footage from ISPW there, or you can go to our YouTube channel. Just go into ISPW Wrestling and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll see matches. You'll see excerpts from this show. You'll see replays of this show, old shows as well. So there's a lot going on social media-wise here with ISPW. You can always follow the action, as you can see right there at the bottom of the screen. It's this Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Get tickets at www.ispwwrestling.com. And that's going to be a wonderful way to start off 2026. We'll go over more of that later on in the evening. But first, I want to bring on our first guest for 2026. It was an interview that I had to conduct earlier this evening. And here you go. It's a new year here at ISPW Weekly. It's episode 72. And with a new year comes a new champion. And I want to introduce to you right now the new ISPW light heavyweight champion, none other than the problem child, Brandon Downey. Brandon is with us. And look at that hardware right there. Let's take a closer look at it.
This beauty. Look at this beauty. 6 months. 6 months chasing this. And you know what? Regardless, it was worth it.
Brandon,
It
what was going through your mind? First of all, when at the end of the match, you saw Ricky Price push you out of the way, and Ricky took that belt shot to the head.
I don't even know. I wasn't thinking in the moment of he pushed me out of the way. I was just thinking, this is my shot. And I really focused on it afterwards, because I caught up with it. If you probably saw, I caught up with him afterwards to thank him, because he didn't have to.
Right.
He didn't have to. He could have just let me take the belt. He could have just let me eat it and capitalize to retain the title.
I have some video footage I would like to show you. This was Ricky right after the match.
Say it, little cool, Ricky Price. The hunt is for all. Your hunt begins anew. Agrabadeja. Agrabadeja. Makes sense every single time.
You know, I never knew an idiot barbarian like that could give some sort of soothing or poignant advice to a superstar in ISPW. But two things I take away from that, Brandon, and I want you to also react to it. Number one, you saw the disappointment on Ricky Price in the locker room, but it wasn't so much disappointment that he lost the title. It was almost like he was genuflecting on what he did in the ring. And then also the other thing is, I don't know what the heck Yosifer was saying. Basically, I'm taking it as the chase is now on. He's now chasing you.
Maybe that's what it could mean. I've heard what Yusuf said before. I sometimes still don't know what any of his stuff means, but honestly, it could probably mean that, like, the chase is on, whether it's for this title or, you know, leaving the light heavyweight division and going for like the tri-state title or the heavyweight title. Because Ricky, I will say this, Ricky is one hell of a talent. Very, very good talent, and honestly would do tremendous stuff in the other divisions as well, because he did a good job with this. And you know, people are going to see, everybody watching is going to be like, Downey's complimenting Ricky after 6 months of everything that's gone on. Yeah, I'm not dumb. Like, I know, like, when someone worked harder than a lot of the people, and he worked hard to put the division on his back for the most part when it first got introduced.
I think you all did. I think the four of you, Buddy Thomas, Rico Gold, and Ricky Price, put the light heavyweight division on the map. And we saw it at the last couple of shows at ISPW. You're going to get a kick out of this, Brandon, and I'm very proud to show you it. But you definitely have made the ISPW Hall of Champions right now. You see in the upper right-hand corner.
Flexing. Yep. And I gotta get a new photo with it flexing this beauty right here.
Well, our very own photographer here at ISPW, Jay Vogel, I'm sure can help you out with that, just like he took this amazing shot at the end of your four-way dance. Let's check this out. Tell us what's going on here.
A lot of emotions. I just remember celebrating with the title and turning around, and next thing I know, my girl is in the ring and just couldn't help but just celebrate. Like that's a moment where it's just like the believability of like being in that moment, and it's just have it like being able to celebrate that moment with her. It is something. And when I saw that photo, because Jay's a madman. He got that photo up within like 10 minutes after the show. And just like that is like that's one of those photos that is something that when you see it, you remember where you were at. Like, you remember the emotions.
Right.
Because I had like every emotion under the sun. I had happiness, I had sadness, I had joy, I was in pain.
Yes.
But like, she helped make it worth it. Like the 6 months chasing this, she made it worth it.
We do appreciate what Jay Vogel does bring to the table here at ISPW, bringing those photographs to social media. Obviously, you can see them all on the ISPW Facebook page. What we would like to see more of, obviously, in the future is the fans in attendance seeing things happen live. We had a tremendous crowd for that end-of-year show at the Parsippany PAL. Over 500, I heard, were in attendance. They just kept on adding chairs, and the line didn't seem to end. It was like snaked around the building. Great way to end 2025. Brandon, before we go, we want to know what's going on now that you have that title around your waist in 2026.
Well, it's a new year, new champion. Still the same problem, just a little bit of a better attitude about it. But there's a show already, the first ISPW show of the year. I'm wrestling Ricky again. We're running it back. But this time things are different. This time I'm the champ. And Ricky, this is not going to be like all the other matches. This is just going to be the better man walks out the winner. Simple as that. But just because it's like that doesn't mean I don't plan on walking out still light heavyweight champion. Because 2026 is the problem child's year to run the ISPW light heavyweight division. This is my year. And I will run the top of ISPW's light heavyweight division the best I can. Line them up. I will knock them down. Because I know with this, I have a target on my back. I have a target from everybody. Rico and Buddy, they're not done. I know they're not done. I know they still want this title. Rico got a photo of him holding my belt and said, gold looks good on him. Then come get it. That goes for anybody in ISPW. Buddy Thomas, Rico Gold, El Magnifico, anybody that ISPW brings in for the light heavyweight division, line them up, and Brandon Downey brings them down.
He's the problem child, but it seems like it's going to be a problem for everyone else in the light heavyweight division in 2026. Brandon Downey, ISPW light heavyweight champion. Thank you for being our first guest here on ISPW Weekly.
Thank you for having me. And ISPW, the fans and the company, be prepared for what the problem child is going to do. Because this year is the year of the problem child.
Yeah, that's what Brandon Downey had to say in his interview from earlier today, the new light heavyweight champion. If you saw the beginning of the show, you saw the interaction between Ricky Price and Brandon Downey, where Brandon was very appreciative of the fact that Ricky took that belt shot to the head when it could have easily have gone the other way. And we might be having Ricky Price on here this evening instead of the problem child. You also might have seen in the beginning of our show this night the steel cage match where Alex Ryman went off the top of the cage and landed on top of Justin Carino and got that 3 count to become the ISPW heavyweight champion. But if you were paying close attention, you didn't see Alex walking out of that steel cage with the belt around his waist. You saw this man, and this man right here, he may now be known as the International Man of Mystery. We all know him as the Shining Star, but now you know him as a 2-time ISPW heavyweight champion, the Shining Star himself, Rey Calitri.
Hey man, that sounds like music to my ears. The introduction that you just did about the whole Alex Ryman not walking out of the show in a steel cage with the title around his waist.
Well, champ, we want to talk about what actually did happen. I know a lot were in attendance, but not everyone got a chance to see what did transpire. Obviously, that golden ticket was cashed in.
This golden ticket that I won back in March got me this in December. One of the best moments in my career, I believe. One of the best moments in ISPW history, in front of a sold-out crowd, over 600 people live and in person. Alex Ryman has this awesome match with Justin Carino, which, by the way, hats off to those two. Listen, hats off to those two guys. Congratulations, 5-star match, whatever you want to call it. Amazing. They put on a hell of a show for everyone. And then Alex Ryman finally beats Justin Carino after 200 days of chasing Justin Carino up and down ISPW. Alex Ryman finally has his moment. It's a beautiful moment. Don't get me wrong. Captures everyone's emotion. Everyone's cheering. Everyone's clapping. His family comes in. His niece comes in. She starts crying. He hugs the niece. The dad is in the ring. But the night will not end there. No. Because let me explain something to you, Total Tom. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but this is true. May 2nd, 2018, me and Alex, we wrestled for a company called XWA in Rhode Island. And Alex broke my ankle. Legit broke my ankle. So he can sit here and he could spew to the people on how he loves the fans and put the hands in the air for the revolver and give all the kids the high fives. But that man broke my ankle. That man made me lose time in the ring. That man cost me a year of my career. That man cost me time to make money. That man took time away from me spending with my daughter. That man sent me to surgery. So you know what I did, Tom? I waited.
Listening.
You know what I did? Because where I come from, things don't stay like that. So I waited 6 years, 6 months, and 7 days to pick my spot, to pick the perfect opportunity. Because, Tom, I could have cashed it in on Justin Carino multiple times. I could have cashed it in on Joe Clean. I could have cashed it in on Ricky Price when he was the light heavyweight champion. I could have cashed it in on the Now or on the Shot Callers to make myself the tag team champions.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that, Tom. I let it burn inside me, and I waited for the perfect opportunity. And I stole, and I'm proud to say I stole the moment from Alex Ryman and his family. Because beautiful match, beautiful blip in time with his family. But every single person that was in attendance, the 600 people in a sold-out crowd, his family, his niece, when she grows up, she's going to remember that Bobby Claus came in, cashed it in, and became the new ISPW heavyweight champion for the second time.
You know what I really liked about it, Ray? The fact that this whole journey started with you dressing up as an El Conquistador back in Totowa. And then on Halloween, you dressed up as Chucky. And then, of course, at Christmas time, who do you dress up as?
Bobby Claus.
I mean, that's really the icing on the cake. And speaking of cakes, that cake was delicious that was in the catering hall at ISPW. I just wish I had a proper way of eating it. Anyway, tell us more about your thought process in showing up as Poppy Claus.
So to clear up, I guess one of the fans is in the comments or something. They said something. Why do I still have it in? Why do I still have the briefcase if it was cashed in? Because this is mine. This is mine. This has my name on it. This is going to go in my collection of my wrestling journey, of my wrestling career. I still have the first one.
Sure.
Just
the comments right there. It's from
just
Heather.
so that we're clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so that we're clear.
Well, I mean, like when I see comments like that,
Yep.
It just makes me, say to myself that, Heather, when you do comments like that here on ISPW, do you know what happens, Heather? Cancel from ISPW Weekly.
Let's get back on track, Tom.
Yeah, back on track. I'll look at some of the other comments here. I mean, another fan, you took a cheap shot, ticket or not, chump move by a chump.
Yeah.
Ray,
Cry me a
I'm not
river.
doing this to get you annoyed, Ray. I'm just doing this to let you know what these eggheads think about here at ISPW.
Okay. Cry me a river. So what? You and 600 people feel the same way. I don't care. I'm the champion. I'm making more money. I have media appearances.
That's
I
right.
went radio show live on Saturday.
That's right.
I'm busy.
I listened to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I do have a question, though.
Yes.
So originally, you were supposed to take on Yosifer L in a #1 contender match.
Yes.
Now, obviously, there was no need for that match to happen.
Nope.
that Saturday night. And I thought it was very interesting who came out to ringside with you. Please let the cat out of the bag.
That is my new attorney, my new lawyer. He's in my corner for all of the legal advice that I need. Rey Calitri.
Mm-hmm.
Going forward, that is going to be the man that I consult on moves for ISPW, on moves for the ISPW Heavyweight Championship, on who I'm facing, who I don't want to face. You know, making
He's
sure
excellent.
that everything is on the up and up.
He is excellent. I've had interaction with him. I know Anthony has as well. He's been able to do a lot at ISPW. We do appreciate it. The only problem is, Ray, and you're going to find this out soon, this egghead right here, he seems to put his face in the middle of things because he's the acting GM of ISPW.
Listen, I haven't seen that man in the better part of, I don't know, 2 months. I don't know how he's still GM. I don't know how he's running the show. I don't know if he's making phone calls, sending text message, sending emails, sending smoke signals. I have no idea what Rob Williams is doing. I don't know where he's at. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about this Friday, because I know you're getting prepared for it because it's only 2 days away. I'm going to throw this up here, not to cover your beautiful face, but just to show everyone. Well, your face is still beautiful on the poster. Rey Calitri, first title defense against the Dominican Destroyer. Now, I recall you having a 6-man match for that ISPW championship at Hackettstown last year. Vargas was there.
Yes.
I know you've had some interactions with him, but is this the first time one-on-one?
No. This will be
good.
our second time. Now it's going to be a main event. Now it's going to be a championship on the line. We did have one match at a house show.
Mm-hmm.
Did my thing, and of course, you know, cheap shot or not, my hand got raised at the end of the night. So this is going to be, but this is a different level because now we're talking about main event. Now we're talking about championship. Now we're talking about him wanting to take. Matter of fact, why don't I? You know what? Let me just sit here and do this.
Please do.
Why don't I just do that? It just, you know, now we could talk. So now we're talking about Vargas trying to take this away from me. Everything changes when the title's around you and when you're the man and you are the main event. With more gold comes more responsibilities.
Obviously, yeah. And that's also another reason.
More perks. More perks.
Yes,
more perks.
obviously.
Yes.
And that's why Rey Calitri is going to be such an instrumental part of your entourage.
Yes, he is. Can I give you? Okay, so now let's do a little quick role reversal. Can I give you a glimpse of a new title that's going to reflect the title?
Would love to see it. Yes.
All right, so here we are. I don't know if this might be your first major breaking news segment on a live ISPW Weekly show. I'm not sure if this is, but I'm sure you'll get a kick out of it. So the man retired last year. He's a GOAT. I never was able to grab a picture with him like most wrestlers did, and they posted all of these tributes to him, which is great. Hats off to them. So I thought of something, and I called up my personal belt maker, and I said, hey, I need a new design for a belt. New champion. I want a new belt. And the man made it possible, and it was rushed ordered because I needed it by Friday. So, ladies and gentlemen, fans of ISPW Weekly, fans of Rey Calitri, whether you love me or you hate me, and I took a cheap shot, I don't care, because you are looking now at the new champion.
Wow.
Look at that.
That is you personified. I love it.
Look at that beauty. Look at those plates. Look at that name right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look.
Stunning.
Look. Hey,
No.
hey, look at that. Oh. I wish I could see everyone's face while they're watching this, because I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying, but you should You should have thought about it first.
Absolutely. That is all you. That is you
Sorry.
personified. The RC, everything about it. The color red, absolutely love it. That is probably the greatest breaking news that's ever happened on this show. It took 72 episodes, but thank you for that, Rey Calitri. And thank you for being on ISPW Weekly, our first show of 2026, which actually makes sense because you were actually the first guest on the first ever ISPW Weekly show.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. And congratulations on your success and continued success going down the road.
Well, thank you very much. I will see you Friday at ISPW in Delanco, New Jersey. I don't know what that place is, but we'll figure it out.
So can I walk around like this now that I'm a 2-time champ? Can I do this?
I will definitely, I will give the thumbs up for that. Definitely.
Yeah,
yes. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you again for being on the ISPW heavyweight champion, Rey Calitri.
Anytime, my friend. Thank you so much. And if you do not follow me on social media, for all things Rey Calitri, all across the board, Rey Calitri. You're welcome. See you Friday.
Wow. That was great breaking news by Rey Calitri. We thank him again for being on ISPW Weekly this week. Of course, we only bring the best guests on, right? We had the ISPW light heavyweight champion, as well as the ISPW heavyweight champion. I'll show the Hall of Champions one last time before we wrap up this week's show, and we'll check and see if there's any other comments. Still tag team champions, the shot callers, Brandon Downey, as you saw. Yes, Joe Clean is still the tri-state champion. Successful title defense against Wrecking Ball Legursky. Of course, we have Tina San Antonio as your women's champion, and there he is, looking like $1 million, the ISPW heavyweight champion for a second time, Rey Calitri. And we're going to look at that card one last time for this Friday, 7:30 bell time. Tickets at ispwwrestling.com. Brandon Downey, he mentioned it here earlier this evening. He's got to put that title on the line against Ricky Price, and why not? It seems like they have an understanding between each other, so Brandon's giving him the first crack at it. We saw GM Rob Williams demand that the New Reality get these tag team title shots against the shot callers. I will have to admit one thing. The shot callers did get 4 chances against the New Reality before they were able to take the titles away from them. So it is only fair that the New Reality gets their chance. I just don't see it happening now. I feel like they have to climb their way back up to the top. They lost against Sent to Slaughter on Saturday night. We also have Trey Felipe taking on Yosifer L. Vicious Venuto is back in action. She'll be taking on Evil Chica. How about this one? TJ Crawford, who we don't see a lot of, but when he shows up, he tears the place down. He's taking on Alex Ryman. Good luck, Alex, in your first match since losing that title. And then, of course, we have the ex-ISPW heavyweight champion, Justin Carino, taking on the Mighty Monte. That's going to be an excellent match as well. And also, I'm noticing a bunch of special guests that are going to be showing up here at this school. And this GM, Dr. Ronnie Tarchichi, I don't know how he gets to be the general manager for one night, but I'm going to look into this, and I will be reporting back later this evening on the ISPW Facebook page. Can I get this thing out of here? Yeah, good. Anyway, one last look at the comments before we wrap things up. Tom, we have a question here, which is for the champ. You should face all comers, not just who you choose. You sound scared. I really hate to do it because I already did it once earlier this evening. What's this? A follow-up, which is why you hired that slimy lawyer. Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Nobody, for those comments. And thank you all for listening again this week to ISPW Weekly. Once again, Friday night, we'll be at Delanco, New Jersey. It's going to be a great card. We'll talk all about it next week when we have episode 73. The pleasure was all yours here at ISPW Weekly.